Hey guys, Sarah here, bringing you a 2v2 today. We are on Minsk Pocket, playing today, spawning in the north as the Soviets. We have Anadont, who has mechanized support, Lend-Lease, and Soviet Shock Army. Teaming up with him is Muno as the Brits, who straight away locks in mobile assault. These guys are a ranged team, about rank 120. Together. In the south we have KWA Napoleon as the Austrians straight away locking in German mechanized. These two random team, KWA Napoleon about rank 120 random 2s. And Bissonnette as the OKW has fortifications, breakthrough, and Luftwaffe ground forces, and is rank 25 OKW random 2s. We've seen a few games like this. Random team slightly high rank. But can their superior individual play overcome the teamwork of the allies? We've seen it go both ways, honestly. Even at the highest level, we've seen random teams take down like, top 20 teams. So don't count them out. And Anadont opening up with the sniper here. Looks off one model. Imagine doing this. Maybe look through the fog of war, try to see the base splats. I believe you can see the OKW base splat through the fog of war, so maybe look through fog of war, saw the OKW players on the right hand side, knows that probably not going to be up against the Kubel, so free to get the sniper first, not have to worry about the Kubel chasing it down. But we've got Pioneers coming in on the flank, Grenadiers doing some damage on the sniper early. Good damage. I think about a third, but the Vix is there to stop that push. Could actually catch this machine gun if he's unlucky. Extended fighting here. Fortunately, is outnumbered though, quite heavily. Not switching targets to the squad that's approached as well. I believe at that range they're not going to be getting the cover bonus, so definitely should be focusing them. It's a close distance, and there we've got the M3 now.
An engineer unit is ready for action.
Causes some damage. And looks like he's researched medics to try to heal that sniper back up, which means doesn't have that many squads on the field right now, and I don't. Getting off to a little bit of a slow start thanks to that sniper taking the early damage there. And actually we're going to see a counter snipe from Napoleon. So getting a shoe mine down, nice position here. Perhaps hoping to catch the M3 as it passed through this region. Inside the sniper's nest here. It's actually quite interesting. You don't get to see it used that often, but these sniper's nests can see over these walls. You never really see them used. I believe you can't see over the walls at the moment because the trees are blocking the sight. But over like their irregular height walls,
Machine gun crew ready and waiting.
Can see. It used to be more impactful before the map got redesigned, but still an interesting function of Minsk Pocket. Oh no, the M3 took a Faust and goes down to the small arms. So Anadont getting off to a really slow start. Oh my god, he's taking more damage on that sniper. Oh, and it goes down as well. Oh, that is a horrible start. Just came in there for that one last greedy snipe, but it only took 2 more rifle shots to connect, and down went the sniper. I suppose like maybe a tiny bit unlucky that the sniper died there, but it certainly wasn't out of the question that it could happen. Most players wouldn't take that risk. Now Napoleon, realizing that sniper's gone, he's like, oh, I'm free to go off on my own sniper. People's chasing him down, doing some good damage. Looks like Muno finally overcoming over here. It takes a while to win those like house-to-house heavy cover engagements. Doesn't have any like mortars or flamethrowers to flush units out of those positions, so it took him a while to win that, but now he's got a pretty comfy lead up there. Also have to remember that Bissonnette did send one of his folks over to this side that killed the sniper. Okay, so anadont actually locking in. Soviet shock army here. Going for a squad of shock troops. I generally don't think that's that good of an idea on this map. Shock troops. Maybe once the new patch comes in. Maybe at, you know, slightly cheaper reinforced costs and whatever else is going on there. Maybe they'll be worth revisiting then. But not currently. There's too many long-range engagements on this map. Maybe you could make them work up in this corner, but he's not over in that corner.
Our opponents are seizing a sector.
Oh, looks like machine gun's gonna go down there, and engineer's gonna try to steal it. Grenadier's here too close to throw a rifle grenade, and a grenade from the shock troops gets the wipe. And they're not getting some revenge. There's a lost sniper there with that grenade. Oh! Looking at snipers being in trouble. Doesn't try to chase it though. Switches targets to the Kubel, and machine gun repositions nicely. Shock troops get shut down there. It's a pretty even match so far. That push from Muno into the side there didn't really convert into the decat that he was hoping for. The Raketten and a 120mm mortar coming in. So that's 3 machine guns now for Muno. Wow, that is a hell of a lot. Makes me think that the axe is probably going to need, well, obviously to make good use of the sniper, but also perhaps a bit more indirect fire. Interesting positioning on this MG34, but Pino's managed to get in close here, sneaking around the side of the trees. No tech get from anadont, a little bit late on that. And he's probably not going to be able to get good use out of it. T70, probably going to go straight for tier 4 now, just running a little bit late. Two armies battling it out here. Kubel's been doing some pretty good damage.
Ready for duty.
Just about V1. Here comes the sniper now. 120mm looks like it's trying to target the sniper.
Supply sector under attack.
Remember, the 120mm still only does 80 damage per hit. Does have a better AoE than the regular mortar, but not going to be able to one-shot the sniper if the sniper's on full health. this amount of health that could die from one mortar round. They have, is it 82 health?
The enemy is taking our territory.
So yeah, not much damage required on them. In fact, I think the smallest amount of damage they could take from like a bullet is 4.
Enemy forces
It's basically
are
a
securing
tiny
our
lick of
territory.
damage and the sniper will die to a mortar shell. And there goes a squad evaporated there. It must have been like a combined explosion by something else. Mortar perhaps plus a telemine or something? I'm not sure. There's 2 bangs there, but only 1 mortar was up at the time the mortar pit wasn't firing yet. So now Napoleon actually looking pretty light on the armies. Rust out tier 3 though. Got a very fast flak panzer. There's a 6-pounder up here. But that's on the other side of the map. Tier 4 now going down for anadont, but by the time he saves up for T-34 76 and builds it, that's probably like 2 minutes of time this flak panzer has to do some good damage here, so see how he gets on. 6-pounder rotating around. Misses its first shot. Remember they did change the 6-pounder. So it didn't have its bonus accuracy against medium heavy vehicles anymore. Old 6-pounder would probably never have missed that shot. Still has the bonus accuracy against light vehicles. Which was kind of meant to compensate for their lack of availability with snares. Yeah, Bissonnette just trying to crawl forwards. Black Panzer upgrading with the spotting scopes. Oh, there goes the Kubel. Troops coming in on the side here. Flak Panzer there to repel though. But these double mortars in the middle. Oh, that's just, oh my god, that's just the, I thought that was the mortar pit and the heavy mortar, but it's just the mortar pit going to work. Oh, and it looks like he lost those stern pioneers, so they go down to a mine on retreat there. That's them there, isn't it? Stern pioneers, yeah, there was that mine there. On 2 models, they went down on retreat. Trying to attack ground and knock out that Soviet mine there, doesn't quite get it. And 6-pounder has done its job repelling that flak panzer. Didn't really get that much damage, not a single kill. Played quite passively with it. Looks like Napoleon is more of a passive player though, now going for a bunker and a fuel cache over here.
Pioneers has arrived.
These double mortars in the middle, they're going to be trouble for the Axis. Over Napoleon. Does have German mechanized, so LEFH is an option. No bombing run with the Allies, so probably actually a pretty good counter in this particular scenario, getting it LEFH and just shelling this area.
Our bunker can now accommodate an MG-42.
Black Panzer back up to full. Stug coming in next. It's going to be a grenade for sure. No, he cancelled it. Now he's throwing it. Late dodge. Ooh. Almost loses that grenadier. Could still, if he's unlucky. Oh, no, got away. We're kidding. Respect T-34. And now shock troops in here doing some damage. Oh, but they get suppressed by the bunker. Allies have drained about 150 VPs to this point. So they have been a little bit behind. 2 Raketins for Bissonnette, so he's bringing one over to help support his teammate, who of course doesn't have access to pack at the moment, having rushed out tier 3 and gone for double vehicles first. So nice to see a little bit of teamwork there between the random team players. Oh, Stug could get the kill here. Oh, but he didn't chase. It was a little bit risky to chase, but you know, if he just like ran up that hill, like he had enough time to get the kill there. As a T-34 tried to react. Once again, Napoleon showing he's a bit more of a passive player there. What were they up to there? Oh my god, I can barely even see it. Just the way the terrain is right there. Seems to be like underground. Of course it's underground, but even more underground than usual. Okay, so Bissonnette got the Panther. Pretty fast Panther. Got the heavy mortar trying to get rid of that bunker. Not successful though. And the Axis have a pretty sizable army here pushing through the middle. There is a machine gun back here in a trench, but currently just outside its arc, so... Oh, looks like he's trying to clear out the AT gun first. Perhaps bring his Black Panther back in, but he's taking so much damage. Loses one grenadier there. Oh no. Oh, very late retreats once again from Napoleon. He's leading the team down a little bit. And here comes the Comet. Panther and Raketin both bounced there. Unlucky. Now they're trading blows. Panther backing away here. But quite handily winning the fight with the Raketin support. And late to go on for the chase. Doesn't want... yeah, pulls back at a good timing. Generally in those scenarios, it is a little bit risky to try pushing there. Probably is going to be an AT gun in support. If you overcommit on the chase, you can very easily lose your tank. So I was going to go for the chase. It should have been early. Made that decision early, and then because I think that the Comet there was one shot from death. But the Panther's not the beast it once was. Of course, has a lower frontal armor now, much less likely to bounce those anti-tank gun shots. Oh man. Both players building LFHs right next to each other. In a pretty well defended position, of course, no bombing run. So it's going to be up to the Allies to really just like push down there with their armies to try and knock them out, if they even can. Like, not having a bombing run between you and a 2v2 is very risky. I can understand like not having a recon run plus a bombing run, because maybe you can get sight through some other means, maybe just like sending a suicide unit, sneaking it around there or something. But yeah, not having a bombing run very risky, because you could get blasted out by artillery on some maps and have very little chance of being close enough to kill it. Wants to kill this cache over here. Stug and Panther rotating, but they're both still wounded. Panther pulling back quite early. T-34 takes 2 Fausts there. What? Oh my god, was there another telemine there? Oh, when it gets both of the vehicles, that is just horrible. Tell him why in the exact same spot backfires again. Double howitzers going to work now. Got to be careful. There's a lot of stuff here. No, it seems like the one howitzer's perhaps firing short. Perhaps trying to stop this push. And now these howitzers may be actually a little bit vulnerable thanks to that Stug going down in that situation. Oh, he lobs the crew grenade. It's going to stick around to destroy the weapon. As I said, no packs. Napoleon didn't go for tier 2, so a little bit vulnerable right now. Looks like okay, this one got 3 kills. This one got 5 actually with that short range barrage. Interesting. Oh, nice hit from the T-34. Flares coming in for the Allies. Oh god, and those mortars just raining down. Must be a heavy mortar flare, I imagine. The LFH is going back to work on this similar position. But the Allies have been pushing on the back of that destroyed Stug and wounded Panther. They've taken quite a lot of territory. Axis are in a bit of a vulnerable state. You know, they did invest a lot in these 2 howitzers, and it's going to take a few barrages for them to pay themselves off. Well, maybe not if they continue getting hits like that. The thing with howitzers, they do land a shot on vehicles, they will damage them. I think they've got 1,000 penetration, so it's like a guaranteed bit of damage. Close range Katyusha tries to get the kill. And the sniper, nice attempt there from Anadont, trying to smoke off the retreat of that T-34, but doesn't quite get away with it. Those mortars still going to work. Maybe not for much longer though. Those howitzers coming in. Comes the IL-2. We're going to be targeting this squad. They're targeting their Rakin that's retreating back to base. Very close to wiping the Grenadier there. Oh my god, double Pioneers versus bearded up Shocks. Shocks could have won that quite easily if they stuck around, but I suppose the Flak Panzer was back there. Activate the AA mode as well, combined with the Flak Panzer, take care of those IL-2s pretty quickly. Makes us free to push back out now. Question is, what does Bissonnette get with his next fuel expenditure? Does he go for another Panther? The Yak Panzer's plenty of options open to him. But the Allies now sneaking down the right hand side, getting the triple cap going. BP's getting very close to even now once again. Axis have been struggling. Oh my god, this one's up to 12 kills already. This one's still at 6, but okay, W1 veered up really fast. Oh, Rakin takes a walloping from the mortar pit. Instantly gets decrewed by some follow-up flamethrowers. This mortar's still just such a thorn on the side of the Axis. It's been doing a pretty good job so far. Bouncing shots, you know, for these breakthrough type maneuvers. Howitzers both ready to fire again. I think the Axis have kind of forgotten about them a little bit. You've got to remember with those Howitzers, they do cool down reasonably quickly. Especially in a scenario like this where you've got a target that you constantly want to be barraging, like this region here. It's not like you have to be constantly repositioning. There's no real excuse for not having them firing it all the time. She's coming in, as well as the IL-2s. The flares, once again, very deep flares, allowing for pretty deep application of the IL-2s. Not pushing in on the back of that, but that's very risky. Stug not going to chase. Panther was looking for it, but lost sight. But still, the Allies keeping a lot of pressure through the centre, and perhaps the Axis need to branch out here. Nothing defending this VP at all. Could capture that very easily, relieve some of this VP pressure, not have to go into the meat grind in the middle where they're losing so many squads to these mortar teams. Very little over here on the right, finally getting captured now, but tunnel vision, especially from Napoleon, into the middle. Oh, this is still both... Okay, it looks like Bissonnette did actually use this again, I'm not sure. But I think it got any kills. Is that a... Oh! That was an ML20 in the back! So that got decrewed, probably that's where Bissonnette got all his veterancy from. So remember, not that long ago they did increase the scatter of howitzers when firing into the fog of war. So if you don't have sight, those shots will scatter quite wildly. Oh, this T-34 is in big trouble here. Double Stugs. It's down almost instantly. It's abandoned, but it's in a risky position here. Low chances of recrewing it. So the Axis got a lot of armor here. Command tank, double Stug, Panzer Panther. We have the armor advantage. Command Panzer IV, though, not quite the beast it used to be, especially... Oh, what was that Katyusha doing? Trying to get close enough for a barrage on these LFHs, I think. He's caught by the Flak Panzer. That was a big miss micro. Now Anadont, look at him, down to 50. Half of his teammates supplying. Losing those two T-34s, and now the Katyusha, just careless losses, really. Okay, here comes a land mattress. Targeting not terribly useful area. I mean, it does have a flare there as well. Uh-oh. Forgotten about his overs. Oh, shock troops give up the chase before they get the wipe. Lucky break there. Troops have been just slowly picking away. Building their veterancy. Oh, another heavy mortar shell. Once again, the meat grinder continues in the middle for the Axis, losing squads. Those mortars. What's that one up to? 6 kills. No, this one, 9 kills. It's not just the kills though. Quite often it's been like them doing a crazy blow and then maybe a flamethrower getting the follow-up kill. Maybe a tank. So the impact's even greater than what the stats suggest. Yeah, what I was going to say about the command tank is they reduced the effectiveness of the aura on it. Used to be, I think, 20% received damage bonus. Got switched to 10. So the old strategy used to be Stugs with the command tank would then make them 5 shots to kill. But with the aura reduction, they are now 4 shots to kill with the command tank. So It's part of the reason you don't see command tanks quite as frequently in the 2v2 meta anymore. Command tanks still have their place, of course, like especially with Panzer IVs, they'll still make them 5 shots to kill. But the Striker has slightly less health than the average medium tank. It doesn't get the benefits of 5 shots to kill. But command tank are also still very good at keeping infantry alive against massive amounts of rocket artillery, so don't forget about that. 21 kills and 8 on these howitzers have also been doing some great damage. As I mentioned, okay, he's finally doing it. Napoleon branching out to the left. About time. Bissonnette also getting very close to be able to call in the zeroing artillery. Remember, his teammate does have spotting scopes. Should have some pretty decent sight. Series 5 also providing some nice sight here. No, it's not. Is that a flare? Backpan's in a little bit of trouble. Oh, but the Comet goes down. Double Strugs and the Panther comes in with a killing blow there. A little bit of an overextension. I was thinking how they got outside of the Flak Panzer. Must have just been through the tanks fighting. So didn't get to see that Panther sneaking up for the kill. And here is the zeroing artillery. He's calling it way over on the left. Very unexpected. Remember, for zeroing artillery you need sight whilst it's active, otherwise it'll drop nothing. So it's dropped 2 shells there while he still had sight thanks to the MG, but now nothing's going to come down. A real waste of munitions. He's trying to get troops up there now. Might be too late though. Machine guns moving out of the area. This is going to work again. So captured up here briefly, but pretty quickly stuffed by Muno as well. This is a pretty big armoured assault here. 3 Stugs. C-35 has to pull back immediately. Oh, it goes down in fact. Doesn't get it out of the way. There are a few mines up here, but no AT guns really. That one's been decrewed. 6-pounder over on the right hand side. King Tiger here as well. This could be a huge push for the Axis. Looks like Napoleon though kind of pulling back. Leaving his teammate with insufficient support for the King Tiger. Now he's pushing back in. This is just so much armor. The spotting scopes as well. Let's see the sight range there. Very, very handy. Oh, looks like some mines going off there. A lot of mines. A lot of damaged engines here. Firefly in the back, sniping away. Looks like the Axis going in full retreat here. Ooh, it penals. Like a big hit from the King Tiger. Got an IL-2 coming in, but that's not going to be too much use. Oh, that plane didn't even get a strafe off. Looks like they didn't even come in for their first pass because there's no infantry in sight when he called it in. So just gets shot down immediately for no gain. This doesn't target tanks, only infantry. Can occasionally damage tanks if infantry are standing next to them, but won't target them. 1 Stug goes down. Allies pushing hard here. Oh, but the double Raketten's forcing away the Fireflies. Sticky Satchel goes in. A lot of wounded vehicles here. What are these Fireflies doing in the back line? Spinning around, having some troubles with the pathing. Looks like the Raketten's got forced back, and the Katyusha coming in as well, doing some heavy damage. All sorts of artillery coming in here. The Land Mattress 2. So the Allies push back very well there. Oh, but the howitzers now coming back. They're coming back angry. A few wipes. This one up to Vet 3 now. 29 kills. 14 for the other. Kept that sniper alive very well as well compared to the rest of his squad preservation and tank preservation. Very impressive. Looks like that howitzer has been recrewed and repaired. So also providing some artillery fire. Going for the HQ looks like. Ooh, that's a bit of friendly fire there. From his own howitzer as well, not even his teammates. Don't. Oh yeah, looks like one of them now trying to barrage deep, going after that ML20. Panther and King Tiger back up to full, ready to do some more damage. Fireflies on the other hand, nowhere near close to being repaired. Once again, very deep flare there. What is that flare from? I thought, no, maybe it's just one off. Maybe it was from the heavy mortar. It got forced to retreat. I'm not sure. Oh, the target flattens that building. The machine gun inside gets destroyed. Uh-oh. Sticky Satchel could be on the cards here with 2 vehicles nearby. King Tiger bouncing there off the comet. That's a pretty rare sight. Now Panther a little bit isolated. King Tiger is durable enough to tank a Sticky Satchel and not get engine damage. Kittens here, not on prioritized vehicles. Shooting at these penals. Oh, sniper getting a little bit close to the shockies. Reacts now. Really wants to clear out that Zis. Pop smoke as well to allow the capture on the central VP. He's been pretty good with the smokes on this, trying to use it to cover his T-34's escape as well. That's some quick thinking. Not something you get to see that often because you barely get to see shock troops. The ML20 got to Vet 1 with only 3 kills. Must have done quite a bit of damage to maybe vehicles and tech structure. Still there. 14 still there. Land mattress into the middle. Ooh, that sniper so close to death. Does escape. Oh, he's going for another fuel cache. This is quite late in the game to be going for a fuel cache. I suppose he is at supply limit and a little bit of manpower spare, so fair enough. It's actually one thing that both these Axis players can do because Bissonnette's also gone. The commander that has bunkers available. Put some bunkers down, try and up on those BP engagements on the flank. Out there at the supply limits. It manages to decrew the land mattress there with the Obers. Howitzer fire just raining in. A lot of vehicles for the Axis. Feels like they must be gearing up for some kind of push. Oh, he's actually going for a munitions gas. Interesting. I haven't really been noticing him using his smoke bombs. I'm just kind of wondering why he's been spending his munitions on. Uh-oh. Panther in a bit of trouble getting caught with the King Tiger there. Looks like we're in for some kind of massive armor clash there, and my god, the Fireflies get it started in a big way, getting some massive hits in there. Now the Panther also taking a huge amount of fire. because the Fireflies do outrange the Stugs. Generally in these scenarios you can't just have to be quite aggressive with your Stugs, just charge them in, rely on their higher rate of fire to try and knock out the Fireflies. But Napoleon pulling back and leaving his Vet 3 Stug the most exposed. Here come the Raketans. And they open up. Ooh, that 6-pounder just missing long range. And the Raketans once again not on prioritized vehicles, just shooting at infantry. Exposing its position. Looks like we got some Katyusha getting ready to fire. Perhaps he wants to knock out these howitzers. Oh! Comet! Oh, gets out of there in the nick of time. Now the ML-25 is coming back the other way as well. We've got, oh my god, that's a lot of tellers on the flank there. Still Napoleon could branch out to the left. He's actually out of supply limit, so can't reinforce these grenadiers here. It's amazing he's got this many tanks, but he's still just not willing to pull the trigger, going for the kill. We'll be able to overwhelm, like the Axis, knowing their position and with some good teamwork, would be able to overwhelm the Allies very easily with their armed forces here. But it's the thing, you know, you play COH2 for so long and sometimes you get conditioned into not making the aggressive plays because you've done them so many times and they've backfired so many times. Maybe you've run into mines or an AT gun wall that you didn't expect, or kind of get trained out of. You don't want to lose your whole army in one big hit, one catastrophic, horrible maneuver. But in this case, a huge push would net crazy results because, I mean, especially with the howitzer fire in this area, it's kind of acting as a de facto minesweeper in the area. So I don't really have to worry about mines. Oh, Katyusha gets sniped there. The spotting scopes in the sniper provide some good sight for the Axis. And once again now, Anadont way behind. He's got just about nothing in his army. Okay, so now we've got 2 Comets and 2 Fireflies. That's actually a pretty sturdy amount of vehicles. Especially supported with the ZIS, perhaps one-way T-guns. Oh, the howitzer takes a massive howitzer shot in return and actually goes down there. Don't know, it wasn't even using counter barrage, just a lucky shell. Well, I suppose it's not that lucky. Uh-oh! Tulip Rock is connecting the Vet 3 Strug in big trouble. All these tanks trading here, but the Comet's getting some lucky bounces and 2 Strugs go down. Nothing in response. King Tiger now in jeopardy, taking a lot of damage, and Comet's continuing to bounce shots. Panther now also pulling back. Raketin trying to creep in. T-34 comes in from the side, somehow avoids the tellers and knocks out the command tank. So all of a sudden the Allies just turn the game on its head. A little bit of poor teamwork from the Axis and some lucky bounces from the Comets. Well, speaking of lucky bounces, Panther getting quite a lot right there, but not now. A lot of shots connecting all at once. Panther blitzing out. Oh, and he bounces from the ZIS. T-34 wants to stay in there. Fresh command tank. Still getting outmaneuvered by the T-34. Command tank trying to even the score. Oh, T-34 misses point blank. Oh, but the sniper's right there. Could go down. Switches targets and down goes the Vet 3 sniper. Hero T-34. Knock out the sniper, knocked out the command tank. He got his money's worth out of that one. Almost took down the Stug as well. But yeah, some bad coordination from these random team. You know, Napoleon kind of committed to that engagement with his tanks, and Bissonnette pulled back, and then Bissonnette came back in late, but at that point damage had been done. Those Fireflies had already picked off 2 of the Stugs, and hadn't actually lost anything in return, so massive swing back in the favour of the Allies, and they're still holding on to that central VP despite their small army size throughout most of this match. From Bissonnette could really, I think he's forgotten about the bunkers in this commander, because they would be really nice at stopping these kind of plays. Just like one lone unit heading out to the VP on the far corner. Very helpful in these tense VP games. Okay, in comes the IL-2. Nice hit from the King Tiger actually. Almost knock out the penal in one shot. Tanks heading out to the flanks to try and stop this harassment, but it looks like he's going to be able to complete the cap. Also sending out squads of his own to the far left flank. Oh, but here come the double Fireflies. We've got some tanks in their sights. Black Panther's pretty fast, should be able to outrun the Firefly, but can it get away in the nick of time? Needs to use the Blitz as well. Oh, nice tulip rockets. Stuns it. Flak Panzer all with engine damage. Not sure how he got that. There must have been a mine there as well. Now Panther comes forward to try help his ally. Oh, there are a lot of mines here. Very risky taking this kind of fight. Panther gets the kill on one of the Fireflies, and the Firefly connects with the ground. Panther blitzing away, trying to get to safety. King Tiger coming in from the side now. Panther goes down, but so is one more of the Firefly. Now it's 2v1, 2 Comets versus 1 King Tiger. Strokes coming over to support now. Comet's in big trouble with its rear arm exposed, but another friendly mine backfiring there for the Axis. King Tiger now with the damaged engine, unable to chase this last Comet. Comet very risky coming back in. But Strug kind of having some pathing issues. Double Raketen squaring up on this Comet. Perhaps going to have their line of sight blocked by this hedgerow though. And the Comet's going to escape. Close call. If the Raketen's got their shots off there, it might have been the end. Speaking of the end, T-34 goes down. Trying to knock out this tech structure. You see his command tank up there. I mean, just about everything's dead. Get around the side, try and knock out that Zis so his teammates' tech structure doesn't go down here. Okay, finally got a bunker down here. Nice work from Napoleon. Will it complete before the machine gun gets around the side? It looks like it will. No flamethrowers here though for Napoleon. Looks like he's going to send a tank over there to deal with that bunker. I think the machine gun will actually... Oh no, he's going to retreat it. No, he's not. Okay. Oh, the crew from this snipes the last little bit of health off it. Looks like shot troops up there stopping that harassment of that VP, so once again the Allies just superior in their VP control. Still getting up here to deal with the Comet, but there is an AT gun here as well, so did not come alone. He's not coming up here. Double Raketans in support. Oh, he got it with a target weak point, but he took a lot of damage. He's bouncing his shots as well. Unlucky there for the Stug. Comet missing though. Oh, King Tiger looks like it's going to expose its rear armor to the second Comet, the vetted up one. Still spinning around in a circle. Double Raketans lining up for some shots now. This Comet could be about to go down. Oh, and he does! King Tiger picks it off at the maximum range. And here comes a fresh Panther from Napoleon. Vet 3 Comet wants to get the kill on the KT. Can he do it? No, the tech structure knocks it out. One more shot would have killed it. But the VP pressure is on the Axis big time here. Okay, they're capturing over there. Bunker going up in the middle. Not a bad idea, but needs to get aggressive with this Panther here. Try and push back the T-34. There's a Zis though. Oh, those howitzers, they're still there, they're ready to fire. They should probably be targeting this Zis right now. Just knocking out the bunker. The Raketans creeping up. Want to knock out the T-34. Not quite. Okay, now the howitzers starting to target the Zis. And they knock it out too. And the Raketans get a shot and T-34 goes down. Axis now have a monstrous army lead. Just insane how much blood the army is, but 45 VPs left. Mundo did have 1,000 manpower in the bank, so he's going to be able to rebuild quite a lot, and he is indeed. Just now pushing forwards. Taking down the forward assembly.
The enemy have destroyed a forward position. A new engineer section is waiting for orders.
Oh, I don't know if they can come back from this, honestly.
Grim guns and Peard launchers can now be used by many units.
Calling in the Zering artillery. I feel like he just doesn't know how this works. Doesn't know that it requires sight or something. There's double howitzers though. We've seen how destructive they were throughout this game, knocking out that Zis 45 and 40 on the other. So it does pay to have access to a bombing run. And one of your commanders in 2v2 like this, because otherwise howitzers can really screw you over. They're not that common in the meta at the moment because it's so common to see counterpicks them in the commander selection, but I really think this was a really bad idea for a commander in 2v2. Just doesn't really offer enough. Like it, you know, certainly has its place in 1v1s, but even then I don't think it's that good of a 1v1 commander either. Okay, he's built another bunker over here. Grenade going into that. Good dodge. And flak panzer coming over here to stop these shock troops. Got to neutralize. 2 T-34s for Anadont. So he's got a somewhat revitalized army. Muno, on the other hand, has got 4 Pierce squads building a Firefly. It's going to be quite a lot of anti-tank. Oh, did he knock out that shock troop? He knocked out the shock troop on retreat. That flak panzer must be really giving it to him. %40 reload of Vet 3 must have been the... So I thought that shock troop was going to get away fine. That's why I didn't even watch it on the chase. Once again, standing be close to his mines. Oh, look at this river! Oh! One squad down. Could have been so much worse. Decent reaction times there from Muno. Firefly is there though. Flak Panzer trying to prevent the neutralizer and does. Panther comes in from the side. King Tiger and Command Tank also pushing up through the middle. Decent tulip rocket attempt, but it comes through with the one. For a second there, I thought that Firefly shot scattered along and destroyed the Panzerwerfer. I thought I heard an explosion in the distance, but I guess not. He's starting back up with his howitzer now. And as I said, will do damage to these tanks. Oh, gotta get out of there. Shock troops again laying down smoke. Trying to open up the capture of the central VP. Buy a little bit more time for the allies. Gets them neutralized at least. Still sticking around right in front of a King Tiger. That's a very risky thing to do. Gets away now. Should have probably just retreated as soon as he got them neutralized. Very unlikely to get the kill, or to complete the cap before getting killed rather. A lot of repairs going on. A little bit of a lull in the action here. It still has a pretty ragtag army. It's got the King Tiger, but I mean, if it's not properly supported by the Raketans, it could still be knocked out pretty easily. It's done a pretty good job over here. Bunker and a tank gun. Could still approach the bunker from this side, perhaps with like a PTRS penal squad and just knock it out very easily, but the intention is there. Okay, so we got the IL-2s coming in, doing some good suppression, a little bit of damage as well. Panther trying to bait those T-34s over that massive amount of towers there, but unsuccessful. And the battle wages for that central VP. Is that a fresh... no, it's not. Roof coming in. Some good damage. King Tiger's been taking a bit of damage throughout this though. Here come the Raketans now though. That should turn this engagement right around. No, T-34 manages to skate around the side, but I mean, taking on a King Tiger frontally, not going to have much luck there. Tube rockets. One of them connect with the Panther. Allies desperately just throwing units into the middle to capture. Nice use of the smoke grenade. Getting staying in there, preventing the capture. Firefly in the back doing some great damage. Now the smoke's gone, the allies don't have much chance of capturing the VP next to the bunker. Oh, the Raketans capture that Firefly long range. And that is the last straw for the allies. Just secure the victory here, right at the hour mark. Well, it was a pretty good back and forth match. I think Anadont let down the team with his both commander selection and unit preservation. Uno did a pretty good job though with his armor, like that engagement where they almost turned the game completely around, knocking out 3 or 4 of those Axis tanks, taking nothing in return. That was very well played by the Allies, but the Axis with the double howitzers just racked up so many kills uncounted, just showing the importance of having a diverse lineup of commanders that can counter what your opponent is doing in a 2v2 situation. I'll wrap on that, guys. If you like your game to be cast by me, details are in the video description below. Otherwise, I'll catch you all for the next thrilling installment. Goodbye and good luck.